Today is about the launch of a campaign called Rhino Renaissance Program. We link it to G20 because rhinos are a species of global significance, and it is a partnership between South African national parks and other stakeholders from the private sector, from communities. And what we really want to do is to showcase our efforts that we're doing and how best we can, with the help of everyone else and in partnership, build a whole movement that is going to be of support to the conservation of the species.
The Rhino Renaissance is intended to be just that. It's to bring us all together towards a common cause and a new chapter of outward, creative conservation, which will be good for South Africans, good for rhino, in particular to this audience, good for the world. We trust that our collective vision of the Rhino Renaissance in Kruger and elsewhere will indeed become a reality, and that by 2040, may I ask you all to dream this and may I ask you all to intend this, by 2040, the rhino population in Kruger will have returned to their former numbers, and we as South Africans will once again be recognized by the world as the keeper of this iconic species.
From the Tourism Business Council of South Africa, we have pledged our support because this matters to tourism, this matters for the environment, this matters for conservation, and also it matters to our unique selling proposition. And that is why our support is fully there when it comes to the issues that we face.
The story of the white rhino is both a symbol of South Africa's pride and its pain. Once nearly extinct, the white rhino population stood at fewer than 100 individuals in the early 20th century. But South Africa acted. Through protected areas, community partnerships and the hard work of rangers and conservationists, the species was brought back from the brink. By 2010, there were more than 20,000 white rhinos. Kruger National Park became their stronghold, home to over 12,000 rhinos, an unmatched feat in global conservation. But since then, the tide has turned. As of 2024, the population has dropped to 14,389 nationwide, and Kruger just over 2,000 remain. Yes, part of that story is environmental, droughts and climate impacts, and yes, part of it is the improvement in how we track and count populations. But a large part of that story is about poaching and the trafficking of rhino horn, driven by organized crime, international trafficking and profit. Poaching is not only a conservation issue, it threatens our economy, our national security and the rule of law. The illegal rhino horn trade is linked to money laundering, corruption and other serious crime. We will not turn a blind eye. The Rhino Renaissance Campaign, launched today, is a direct answer to this crisis. Led by Sandparks, this campaign turns a narrative of loss into one of renewal. Let me be clear, this is not a government initiative alone, it is a partnership. It brings together Sandparks Conservation Authorities with the Tracker Academy, part of the Peace Parks Foundation, whose work in training local trackers in ancestral skills is redefining what it means to protect wildlife. We urge all G20 members to invest, share expertise and walk with us. To the rangers who risk your lives to protect our wildlife, to the scientists, the trackers, the community elders, to Sandparks, the Tracker Academy, and every partner in this campaign, thank you. This is your work. This is your legacy. As Minister, my job is to give this vision the political weight, financial backing and international platform it deserves. I will do so with pride and with urgency, because the world is watching and our children are counting on us. The Rhino Renaissance Campaign is not the end. It is the beginning. Let us rise to meet it together. Thank you.